You are an entire culmination of all of your experiences and everything that you have done in life. And definitely not that one time that you blew up on your toddler and he said, "I hate you, Mom." Okay, today let's explore about how we identify ourselves, how we feel, and what we experience whenever we have a moment of weakness. And when I say weakness, it means a moment where I let myself go and went off on my child because I had so much going on that day, or a moment of weakness in which I made a mistake. I didn't double check something that was supposed to go out for a client, which has definitely happened to me, or a moment of weakness in which I choose to be on a diet, but I'm like, oh man, this cake looks so good, and I eat the whole thing. So the things that we say to ourselves whenever that moment of weakness comes up is exactly what's going to determine how our day is going to go, how we carry that moment, and how we identify ourselves. So as a mom and an entrepreneur, I know exactly how it feels to get so swamped down by the day. The moment you wake up, you're running. And then by the time you get ready for bed, you're like, what happened today? Where did it go? So it's so important for us to slow down and to find a little piece of each day to fit in something that we really enjoy, something that we really love, so we can make progress on our goal or a dream that we've created for ourselves. This helps us to bring ourselves back to the mom that we can be, the mom that we know we can show up as. It's not always going to look pretty, but if we can accomplish that one thing, just even if it takes 5 minutes, and knowing that it feels so good that I was able to take 5 minutes to just relax and color in my coloring book. Yes, we color in coloring books as adults. That's what adult coloring is. Or if we took 5 minutes to just read out of my book that I've been dying to finish. Took 5 minutes of quiet peace in the backyard by myself. And I say 5 minutes because I know that it's okay and it's feasible to find 5 minutes. It's not feasible to tell your children, I need 2 hours, so please just back off and give me that time because I need a break. But if you can find just 5 minutes in a day to do something that you enjoy, you're going to be able to show up better for yourself and for the people that you love. The people that you love can be your children. It might be your family, and it might be the people that you connect with, your best friends, or people who are in your inner circle online, your audience that relies on you, your clients, whatever that looks like. Taking that time for yourself is so crucial, but it helps you to better understand who you are and recognize the way that you speak to yourself and how you develop yourself in those moments where you say those positive or negative things really, truly matter. How does this define who we are or define how our day goes? I used to let the entire day end and start badly due to any specific thing that happened. It could be I got into an argument with my partner. It could be my daughter didn't clean up her room. We got into this huge fight and she broke something that belonged to me that meant the world. Now, this is not a real story, but it's something that we can relate to because it happens. In daily life, you're going to get into disagreements with the people around you. Something's going to break or something's going to fall apart that you didn't expect to happen, and you just weren't ready for that moment to take place. But that moment doesn't have to define your entire day or who you are as a whole. And it starts with how you speak to yourself, the things that you say to yourself. First of all, do I want for my day to be ruined? Does anybody want their day to be ruined or their week or their month? No. So how do we recognize how to make that change? I'm going to stop. I literally in those moments stop. I take a deep breath. And I remind myself that this moment is not something that I want to empower the rest of my days or the rest of my weeks. I either have a conversation with a person that I'm having a struggle with, and that could very well be me, or I step away And I take the time that I need to just cool down and recognize I do want to have a great day. And I don't want my relationship with my daughter, a relationship with my client, or relationship with my son or my mom to be ruined due to this one moment, even if it's for the next couple of hours or even for the next day or two. So I recognize the things that I say to myself. I recognize the things that I say about the situation. For example, no, I don't want for this to ruin any moment. I can calm down. I have the ability to control my emotions. I don't want to say things that I will regret. I'm not going to let this moment define or determine who I am. And that can happen, right? We can go so far and so off the handle. We feel like this is our defining moment. This is who we are. This precipice that we've just passed means that we can't control ourselves, or that I'm a horrible mom, or that I'm a terrible, terrible entrepreneur because I couldn't deliver in this one promise. But it doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't have to be like that. I know, honestly, if you are listening to this podcast, that you know that there's more. You know that you are so much more than this one moment. But maybe it's because you don't understand how to express it. Maybe you don't understand where to start to have that conversation, to ask yourself those things. Where do I want for this to go? Is this moment going to take over how I feel about myself? Is this moment going to take over the rest of my day and destroy my relationship? Or am I going to sit back and reevaluate what happened? What can I do to fix what just occurred? How can I have that conversation with my daughter to say, you know what, that really hurt my feelings. You did something that we can no longer take back, but how can we move forward? How do you feel about what you just did? How do you think it made me feel? And does that matter to you? It starts with knowing that you have the capacity to take control of this situation and making it something better than it was turning out to be. And really, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because it's not just in a small moment. It's not in just one thing that happened. It might be something that happened in a portion of your life that happened years ago. You still feel attached to it and you still feel like a part of it defines who you are. The sooner you let it go, the sooner you have that conversation with yourself about if that's who you want to carry with you, if that's how you want to be, the sooner you're going to be free of it, the sooner you're going to be able to open up and be more of yourself and share that delightfulness with all of the people around you. If this resonated with you at all, I would love for you to hit subscribe and follow me on this journey to becoming a better mom, a better entrepreneur, and enjoying this life that we all have the capacity to love and make the best of. All right, I will see you again very soon. Bye-bye.